Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prepared Mind channel. We had one heck of a weekend, didn't we? I mean, it was like America of old. Kids going to water parks, baseball games, cotton candy, no masks, no Nazis out there telling you to wear masks. Nope, sorry, that's wrong memory. That's what I was hoping for, was a world like the America we knew. But instead, we get SHTF piled on SHTF. And folks, so I wanted to start off this morning and just kind of do a SHTF-Potpouri, right? Normally, I think a potpourri is that like bowl of dried rose petals and stuff that my mom had on the back of the toilets or on the sink in the bathroom. Potpourri, it kind of smells nice. You know, it's kind of cleans things up. Well, in SHTF, potpourri's a little bit different. Has a little bit of a different fragrance, does it not? But we also kind of use potpourri to describe the mixed up contents that are in that flowery bowl. And over the weekend, so much stuff happened, folks. I got dozens and dozens and dozens of stories, things to talk to you about, and we don't have that kind of time. We just don't have that kind of time. So what I wanted to do is give you a flavor, if you will, an aromatic sense of what the fuck happened over the weekend as we go into this week. And trust me, the news is already piling up from this morning alone. There's stuff that I can't talk to you about, but I can certainly link to it on Patreon. So I'm glad you guys here on Patreon at The Prepared Mind get that information. Some of it could save lives. Powerful news is out there, folks. Anyways, let us continue. I'm going to give you a look at four different things that are happening right now. So you can, think about it, plan for it, understand, right? Why we're prepping, all those things we need. So critical. And I want to thank you guys for the awesome attendance and for the great support we had at the zoo last night. I had a good time, as usual, with you guys because you're sharing ideas that matter, going over topics that are critical to our understanding of the world we're in. So let's continue. Shall we say, along those train tracks, which sadly don't lead to a good place. So let's get into it. I want to start with this story, and it has to do with the elite celebrities, which also, folks, this class now, celebrities, includes not only Hollywood and television. The celebrity class now includes media stars. That's right. The media has created their own stars along with the sports stars. They're now celebrities, along with political figures. They're now treated like celebrity, kind of like AOC last weekend when she showed up at a gala where she didn't pay for the tickets, didn't pay for the dress, didn't pay for jack shit, but got in for free. And had ethics complaints filed against her for it. yeah, don't worry. She won't change from that dress into an orange jumpsuit anytime soon. Don't expect that. But what we can do is look at the world of celebrity. Now, another celebrity that came up over the weekend and last week was Nicki Minaj, how a left-wing diva, boy, is she a diva, a left-wing diva, a prima donna, has basically taken one topic, one piece of their entire narrative and rejected it and caused a firestorm, literally a storm in a teacup, because I consider it a teacup the size of the the brain pan of the collective left. Not a lot of brain material, folks. You don't need a whole lot of cup. All righty. Anyways, what happened over the weekend at the Emmys? You've heard of the Emmys. It's kind of like the Oscars, but it's the Emmys. The Golden Globes, this is the Emmys. At the Emmys, folks, once again, we see the mentality of the elite, the mentality of those that manage us little people, and the celebrities, which includes, right, TV stars, movie stars, sports stars, and political stars. They're the elite. Well, guess what? Once again, folks, celebrities were without masks, walking the carpet rouge, right? They're the ones in front of the boop, 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 flash bulbs. looking beautiful. No masks, no masks. Oh, there were masks, and they were on the faces of those who are workers. That's right, folks. Only the hired help has to wear masks. Just like at last weekend's gala that was attended by AOC, Alexandria occasionally eating apples through a picket fence, Cortez. Same story again. Remember, folks, there's commoners, and then there's the elites, the royalty, the aristocracy. And we're starting to see it play out in this neo-feudal fucking nightmare. As they have special rules for thee, but not for me. Apparently, I am not free. Apparently, my presence is offensive, and the only way to distinguish between me and them is a mask. You see, this face is too ugly for the elites to gaze upon, while their faces are so incorruptible, so perfected, that they have to be allowed out for the world to admire and worship these hypocritical slime bag pieces of shit. Hypocrisy, lies, deceit, corruption, and evil, folks. Only the hired help, the little people, are required to wear masks. Understand, this two-tiered system is coming. They're trying to make the unvaccinated dirty. They are trying to make the regular people dirty. And we get to lose our standard of living while they enrich themselves. I'm guessing that you can guess exactly how I feel about this. Now, let us move on if we shall. You want more? You got it. Pow. You know how television has done so well over the last few years, over the last couple of, no, it doesn't, it sucks. But they won't give up, folks. They're on that train and they're riding that shit to the end. They've ridden past all of the smart stops, past all of the good choices, intersections. They could have taken the train of the USA to, I don't know, Pleasantville, Prosperity City. But no, they wanted to go right to SHTF Metropolis. Now, who has joined that? Well, actually, they never left it. They've always been on the tracks to SHTF Metropolis, PBS. But they're taking another step. This is absolutely incredible. There used to be this guy named Rick Steves who did this travel thing. And I would watch it from time to time over the last, I don't know, 40 years. This guy, you know, he's a travel expert. How hard is it to be a travel expert? Let's say you buy a ticket and you get on a train or a plane or an automobile and you go from point A to point B, and now you're a professional traveler. Holy shit, you're like a god. So this jackass gets to do a show for PBS. And I'm pretty sure they didn't drag him kicking and screaming to make these statements. What he did, folks, and what PBS did is just infantile, stupid, but indicative of the attitude, the SHTF mentality. So Rick Steves did a show. Remember, this is a travel expert, not a historian, not a fucking genius. He's a travel expert. In other words, he knows how to buy a ticket. He knows how to check into a hotel. But he did a special Sunday night. Germany's fascist past. Why? Did someone say Hitler's a good guy? Did someone say Goebbels had it right? Maybe they're saying that, folks. Maybe they're saying the German model, the fascist economic model, the destroy the population you don't like model is actually good. They're pretending it's bad. But in the world of liberal left, they seem to switch shit. They got the shoe on the other hand. Rick Steves does Germany's fascist past. Now, not only did they have this, folks, so he could discuss Adolf Hitler in World War II. This moron, I'll call him that because that's what he's demonstrated himself to be. At the end of the show, he warned viewers of current fascists But instead of pointing to the real fascists, that is, those in charge who have power that are making these massive globalist, fascist, economic, banking, monetary decisions, unfucking believable. He's not pointing to the Democrat Party and its current leader in the White House, Gigi Biden, not pointing to Germany's Angela Merkel, not pointing to the CCP in China that is acting in fascist models, right? Instead, he points to Viktor Orban of Hungary, Marine Le Pen of France, and Matteo Salvini of Italy. Well, and Marine Le Pen is not in charge of France. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Now, these are populist leaders. In other words, they're nationalists. But being a nationalist, that is all about your country, doesn't necessarily mean you adopt the model, the economic model of the great Nazi fascist party. But that is how these people lie, misdirect. This is part of the sophistry they use. And they use this fucking moron, Rick Steves, to get it done. Way to go, Rick Steves. You are the man. I'm sure that we'll all tune into PBS to see the next thing this brilliant scholar has to say. Anyways, let's move on if we shall. Los Angeles. Back into the schools. What am I going to be talking about here? Folks, there's actually an article out here that is so bad, I don't think I can read the words. It has to do with sexual activity between two men that was printed in a school book. Unbelievable. I can't go more than that because personally, I think it would make me sick. So instead, I'm going to read something that's going to make me sick anyways, just not that fucking sick on a Monday. But in Los Angeles, folks, a teacher is caught with propaganda hanging in the room. Political propaganda of a very offensive sort. Not only do I see rainbows and a BLM poster hanging on the wall, but they have a poster up there that says, fuck the police and fuck America. But it's America with a K, not one K, but three Ks, like fuck America, KKK, as if America is the Ku Klux Klan. As if America is the Ku Klux Klan, right? It has a picture of, it looks to me to be Christopher Columbus. Oh yeah, folks. These people are sick. A poster that says, fuck America, this is native land. Policing is a violent anti-black settler institution that originated as slave patrols. What a crock of shit. But this is teaching, folks. We can't fix this. We can't fix this. I want to liken this if I can. I want to liken this if I can to an automobile. Sometimes you can take an automobile that has a couple of problems and you can fix those problems. You can replace the bad parts and you're good again. And you can drive down the road and get to where you're going, and you can keep making general improvements as you go. That used to be the American model as designed by the forefathers, those great patriarchs and patriots of America, because those were the people and the only people that could get things done back then. Now, it used to be that model, and it was designed to operate that way, and it was pretty damn effective, wouldn't you say? It got a lot of shit done, made America very, very prosperous and a great nation. It became this Constitution and our model in the United States of America for all other countries and nations around the world to follow. But if you've got an automobile that has become so decrepit, so full of failure, that parts cannot be fixed. You can't get parts to fix it because you look around this country and everything is broken. See, to fill this out, The car I'm talking about is the political car, right? Which has economic engine, which has social drivetrain, which has educational and institutional gas tank that feeds it. Everything is so broken that it would cost way more money and take way more time than it would to buy another car with that original engine and system. It would take a lot more money and a lot more time at this point, in my opinion, to fix this current system. Now, the political left has been running this car into the ground and trying to destroy it. That is the car of America. Because they see that as the only way to get theirs. They want to buy a car called fascio-communism, where the elites are the fascists, living free, no masks, while the rest of us get basically social communism and shit, and we're peasants and serfs. That's the one they want. And they know they can't make, folks, order out of chaos without the chaos. So they're destroying America. They're destroying our vehicle of prosperity, our vehicles of freedom. They love it, folks. They absolutely love destroying our country. They do. And they'll do it every way they can. And I'm trying to cover as much as I can in the Prepared Mind, right? But here we go. Now, as this is potpourri, right? And I want to give you something positive as we move forward through the week. This isn't the salvation of all the problems. This didn't fix everything. This didn't end the issue. But a charter plane has successfully left Mazar-i-Sharif Airport in Afghanistan that's full of Americans. It's a private group. It's not the U.S. government, folks. It's a private group, and this plane has left the airport with Americans. So I don't know how many are on there. I mean, we can take a guess, but it's basically being reported it's a plane full of Americans. This private group is called Afghan Evac, and they're doing what they can to get our people home. The United States government has failed. President Joe Biden has failed. But patriotic retired military, special forces, and others, right, have got into this Project Exodus team, right, is good. We have a lot of people in the private world, folks, that want to bring our people home, Americans. How is it that Americans, individuals, can get this done, but the federal government can't? That's a point, and it's key that I want to make here. Not only have Americans been rescued, and a lot more Americans are left behind and still need help, but I wanted to show you how real Americans can get something done while the government fails, is incapable of acting, not just in our behalf, but at all. See, the world respects what's been done here. They don't respect Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is trying to take down America, our Constitution, our laws, our freedom, our liberties. But guess what? I don't think they're competent enough to take us down, the American people, me and you, all of us. They aren't strong enough, but they'll pretend to be. They don't have facts on their side, but they will lie. They have a lot of power and tools on their side, but they don't know how to use them properly. And the flame, right? The flame of freedom, the light of freedom, the concept of freedom, however you want to think of freedom, this idea that burns, that we have to have, that we see, right? This hot flame. That's why I call it a flame. It's hot. It's here in the heart. It's here in my mind. It's in my soul. This idea that America is a great place, right? And it's worth fighting for. And we can get it done, and we are more competent than the government. We're not there yet, folks, but you need to be prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. Get set for yourself. And as things develop, you'll know more accurately what your role will be. as we move through SHTF. And decisions will be made, options will become available, and action will need to be taken. Godspeed, Semper Fi, and chance favors the prepared mind is yours.